Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dungeon Dive. Daniel here. I hope you're doing well, and if you're not, I hope you are soon. Okay, today just a really quick video, something ultra topical, and I don't do these very often. So, Secrets of the Lost Tomb returns to crowdfunding today, October 24th, 2023. I've had quite a few people on the Dungeon Dive requesting a video detailing my thoughts and opinions on the new campaign for Secrets of the Lost Tomb. Longtime viewers of the Dungeon Dive will know that Secrets of the Lost Tomb is my favorite game of all time. I have everything for it, I think, except for the minis. I play it often. It is a game that I stumbled upon just serendipitously at a game store. I had never heard anything about it, and it instantly skyrocketed to my #1 game of all time because it touches upon everything I look for in any kind of interactive fiction. It has a ton of adventure, encounters, combat and non-combat encounters, really cool exploration, all kinds of loot, magic, mystery, cool pulp adventure. I just love everything about Secrets of the Lost Tomb. So I don't normally do a lot of crowdfunding hype videos, especially when I don't have anything to show. And I have nothing to show for the new edition of Secrets of the Lost Tomb. Everything Epic Games was supposed to send me a demo version highlighting some of the new features, but it hasn't arrived yet. I'm not sure if it got lost in the mail, or maybe they ended up needing all of their copies for the convention circuit, or maybe they haven't sent it yet. I don't know. But I can't show what I don't have, and I can't talk about what I don't know and what I don't have to show. So that is the main reason why I haven't done a video on the new version of Secrets of the Lost Tomb yet. As of the time I'm recording this and posting it, most people online will know more about the new edition than I do right now because it will be live. One thing I do know for sure is that I will probably not be backing the new edition, and not because it looks bad or they've changed too much or anything like that. I am super excited for this game to come back into print in this new form. I think it looks great, and I'm glad that people have access to the game now. However, this new version is 100% not compatible with the previous versions of the game. And there will not be any kind of upgrade pack because a lot has changed. Probably the most changes are in the cosmetic realm. The upgrade pack is basically the entire game. So it's already my favorite game of all time, and I just don't need an updated version to my favorite game of all time. It's already my favorite. I already love it exactly the way it is. For me, it is the perfect game, and I just don't need a new version of a perfect game. Maybe it's a better version, and hey, that would be great. I would be so happy if people actually got an even better version of my favorite game, and that's fine, but I already love what I have. It's also a huge campaign. I think Chris, the president, creator of over at Everything Epic Games, said with everything, it's something like 13 boxes worth of stuff. And I just don't have room in my small hobby room for another huge game. I have games on my floor, and I promised myself that I would never have stacks of games on my floor. I have stacks of games underneath my table. I need to do a big cull. I need to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff and not bring in a whole bunch of new things. If things in the new edition were compatible with the old edition, I'd probably spend some money, probably back some of the newer things to add more variety to my existing game, because in these kinds of games, I always love more variety. From what I've seen, the new stuff looks great. It's got a much cleaner, crisper look. The art is really nice. The components look really nice. The new tile art looks fantastic. They've done a great job. It has a more inviting look. The old tile art was really rough. It looked like some really kind of old school computer generated graphics, but this new art looks really great. However, the new tiles do not have the interlocking puzzle shape to them. And I do miss that. I like how the old tiles interlock together. It makes moving them around the table to make room for other things a lot easier. I've heard that some of the rules, some of the mechanisms have been streamlined, and there are some new features being added. However, I think they learned their lesson with Secrets of the Lost Station, and from what I can tell, the core game loop looks very similar to the original Lost Tomb. So that's a very good thing, I think, for new gamers, because if you guys have watched my opinion on Secrets of the Lost Station, I think they changed too much and it lost a lot of what made Lost Tomb such a great game. I think the experience that new people will have to this new version will be very similar to the experience those of us who love the originals have been enjoying for the past few years. So yeah, so I guess my thoughts can be summarized as I'm super excited for people to be able to experience this game again. It's been out of print and hard to find and expensive for a long time, especially those expansions. And I think that's great. That is super fantastic. I love that people can get this game again. I can't vouch for it at all right now. I can't vouch at all for the new edition. So this is not a hype video. Go spend your money. This game is great. I don't know. I have no idea what this new version is going to be like. I can only say that it looks pretty similar, just maybe with some upgraded components and art, but it's upgraded and streamlined enough to where I know it's not compatible. Personally, I'm not going to back it simply because the original is already my favorite game of all time, and I already love what I have, and I don't need to take that expensive, big time commitment and space commitment chance just to see if maybe I like this new version more. So yeah, so those are my thoughts on the new Secrets of the Lost Tomb campaign. I'm pretty sure they're going to do well. I know it's a pretty pricey campaign. I think all in is around $350 to $400, and you will be getting a lot of stuff. But again, I have no idea. I can't make any recommendations to viewers of the Dungeon Dive going forward. So just look at it. Evaluate your space. Evaluate how much time you think you'll devote to a game. And look at it. Maybe don't go all in. I never recommend people go all in on games. Hopefully they print enough to keep some things in print for a while so people can come and dip in later. I would like to see Secrets of the Lost Tomb have a longer tail. I hate when these big Kickstarter games with all of these expansions and all this cool stuff, they come out and they make you buy everything up front. And then, if you just want to test out the base game and just make sure you like it and then get the expansions later, how a game should be purchased, how games used to be purchased before Kickstarter, Fantasy Flight, they would release Arkham Horror, and then every few months you could go and you could buy something new for the game you love. But, you can't do that anymore. Everybody has to spend all of their money up front and take a big chance on a game. And I don't like that. I think that's not being a discerning consumer. And I try to be a discerning consumer, and I try to provide information to you so you can do that. So hopefully some of the expansions will stay in print long enough for people to make a solid decision going forward. So, all right, you guys, well, take it easy. Have fun. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.